a short video that I want to do to describe to you what I meant the other day about finding the core wounding of an illness, or getting to the core wounds of like a past trauma. I'm going to start off. One time I met a mom. She was talking about her oldest daughter, who was 32. She was telling me that she was in a severe car accident. So when she was describing to me about what happened, my right jaw like just tensed up, and I started to feel this like pain, and then I felt like a blockage. The energy wasn't flowing through the right side of my face. The mother continued to say that the glass went through the skin. She had to have jaw surgery done, skin surgery or plastic surgery to heal the skin and everything like that. So I described to the mother that her daughter's energy is not flowing properly. At the time, I wasn't aware, but I said, because I received from my guides, that there is a meridian that runs through the right side of her face, and the energy isn't flowing through that. So I told the mother that I wanted to go home, research the meridian, and it ended up that the energy flows from the third eye, which helps you think, wisdom. It helps your logical right and left side of the brain work and function. That flowing downwards through the jaw down to the solar plexus. So what was manifesting on her now in her, so the car accident happened at 16. The blockage slowly started to affect her. Okay, maybe she started to lose self-confidence at 17. And that created her accepting something bad into her life. Okay? I don't know her story, so everything that I'm saying now is just an example. Let's just say at 17, since she's lacking self-confidence, she invited a man into her world that wasn't treating her of her true divine soul's purpose and like who she is. And then he did wounding to her. Okay, so then she goes on to 19. And she doesn't feel confident enough to do something else. And then at 20, she starts, since it's not flowing down to her stomach, she starts to get the stomach issues. Okay? So you can just imagine how much deep wounding can happen from 16 to 32 from the flow of not having those two chakras running and flowing as they should. Okay? So I told the mother that I would like her daughter to come to me. Her daughter did not believe, but she was willing to be open and try. I ended up having to work on myself and send the energy like I was working on my jaw, sending the energy to her crown chakra, because when I was working directly onto her jawline, since the energy wasn't running for 16 years, I was trying to repair that to flow for her. It was making her body twitch and shake and do all these like crazy things. So to make the flow easier for her, I started to work on myself. All right. So in that, I did get the blockage open for her. So I did get to the core wounding. Okay? But now she still has 16 years of like the way that it affected her mentally, emotionally. The issues from the gut should start clearing up, but coming to see me some more to make sure that she got through any other issue from that core issue, I would suggest that would be good for her to do. Okay, because it's not a one and done. It's like realizing how the core issue affected you and keep working through the issues, and not only coming through me, but I could give you tips on how to heal yourself at home. Okay, so that's her story. A little bit about my story is, just I've been doing this healing journey now for 3 years, and it's just like just being really focused on myself, taking it one wounding at a time. I just kept asking the universe to show me what needed to be healed. And if you don't ask, they won't show you. So that's one tip. Begin to ask, what wounding do I need to heal? Believe that it can be done. Okay? So if any of you have like a illness, I would suggest you researching medical or metaphysical meaning of whatever the disease is caused. So metaphysical meaning of cancer, metaphysical meaning of heart attack, metaphysical meaning of whatever. Okay? That other healers have shared their stories of what their clients have in common, and each disease is tied to a certain chakra, which is tied to a certain emotion. If it's not caused by like like hers was in a car, and it was in a car accident. Like mine, I had at 3 years old, I had this like strawberry eye, so I had to go have eye surgery done. Well, that was trauma to a 3-year-old, being scared, not knowing the doctors. I could just imagine how hard that was on a 3-year-old. Okay, so that trauma started me to be insecure in myself. And then it just built up and built up and built up and built up. So insecurity from age 3 all the way up to 45. So it took me layers upon layers upon layers upon self-healing to get to that core wounding issue of that. Okay, so that is another tip. Google the metaphysical meaning of whatever disease you are holding within yourself. Another tip, start to track how you feel. Okay, if you're feeling off, if you feel sad, if you feel anger, if you feel fear, if you feel insecure, start tracking more and more how you feel, and then try to figure out when's the first time you felt like that. This is something that I teach in my class, so I don't want to go too in depth on that, but start tracking it and then ask to heal it. Okay? So those are just a few ways. Other ways that I could help you is I could help do the research for you. I could do the research for you. A lot of times when I do the research, I'm guided to a certain article. They will tell me it's not on page 1 of this search engine. It's on page 10 of the search engine. So then I go to page 10 of the search engine, and they'll show me which exact article that I should send to you, or what will trigger in you the trauma that caused this to happen to you. Okay? Another way that I could work with you is by scanning your energy. All right? I could ask about the illness that you have in question, and I could scan to see what chakra that it's connected to. And like I got with that woman, they told me the meridian on her jawline was severed. I could see what comes up for you. All right. Another thing that I could do is I could offer you guys, like, I have classes. I know most of them are local at Rock So Love in Lockport, but I have a core wounding class coming up. It's only $20 for an hour. $20 to help get you on the path of healing is not that much. All right. This is my hard work. It's 3 years of like my wisdom gained. I think it's well worth $20. If you are unable to attend the workshop, I could speak to you over the phone about these things, or do an online chat with you personally. And it would be the same cost. I don't mind if I have 1 person at my workshop. I don't care if I have 10 people at my workshop. I don't care if I have 5 people at my workshop. I'm just happy to help people to get what I have learned out. Okay. Also this weekend I have a $20 workshop. It's an hour again on flow, finding flow in your life. It will help you track It will give you tips on how to track emotions, mental thoughts, and everything like that. So those 2 workshops are great for helping you find your core wounding. And then, of course, I can give you tips right now on healing. Every night before going to bed, set the intention that they heal you while you're sleeping. Okay? If you don't set the intent, if you don't believe, that they're not going to help you. Another thing, you can always send white light and divine loving energy through you. Ask them to heal the core wounding of your certain thing. Now, this may take time if you're not open to healing, if you're not used to letting the energy flow through you. But the more and more that you learn to sit in quiet, send divine white light down to the healing. Platinum energy is very healing. Gold energy is very healing. These are all things that you can start to research yourself. What is gold light healing do? What does green energy healing light do? Like, healers share their knowledge with you. It's everywhere online. All right. So those are other tips that you can start to doing, is just by asking. Yeah. So hopefully this is just really short and quick. Just a couple tips. If anyone's interested in a hands-on session with me, or a distant session with me, let me know. Everyone have a great night. All right, bye.